Hello, and welcome back to another episode of Mists of Nightmares, a small miniature Daggerheart campaign. I am the host of the channel, Shade, also known as Plague Dr. Shade, and here with us is my lovely co-host and malevolent DM, who is also co-streaming on her Twitch channel, Soul Angel.
Isn't that a rarity? I'm actually streaming for once.
Every Thursday at 9 p.m. EST.
At least for the next few weeks.
At least for the next few weeks, asterisk.
At least.
This is a quick, very, very quick reminder that this Daggerheart game is a mature game. Everyone is above the age of 21, and the themes that are within are intended for a mature audience. The DM will often put up a warning if there is a triggering event that will occur. You have been warned.
Yes. Other than that, the music we have featured in this gameplay is from tabletopaudio.com. If you are interested in awesome music for your games that range from pure ambience to heavy on the music, please go check out tabletopaudio.com. They have hundreds of tracks, and if you subscribe to their Patreon, they have variants of each of the tracks, anywhere from like 3 different variations all the way up to 8. And that's what I did. I like it, and that's what you're hearing stuff from tabletopaudio.com, and I'm a Patreon subscriber. We are not sponsored, but I shout them out because I use their shit. Shade.
We are not sponsored.
We're not sponsored.
Unless
Tabletop Audio, you see this.
If you want to, yeah?
If you like watching this content, and if you like watching other D&D content, or tabletop content, or shit that if you like me, or anybody else here, please do me a big hold favor and click the follow button down below, and on my YouTube, if you're watching later on, please hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, and please comment and interact with the video, as it does help us and me a lot. That's it for me. So.
Yes. Same. I stream very infrequently. But if you want to follow, it doesn't hurt. I mean, like, sometimes I will stream making Esper on rare occasions. Other than that, you'll see me, like, streaming session zeros or, whenever I just fancy streaming my games. So follow me, too, if you want. I don't ever expect to make affiliate. I'm not frequent enough for that stuff. That being said, Nox is out tonight. He had something he had to get done. So with that being said, are we ready to begin?
Yeah.
All right. Last we left off, you guys were sent on a task by the King of Snowshorn. A task to find out who these cultists of Paha are, what they're up to, and that the fact that the Lady of the Woods is in fact probably Paha herself. And then so you decided to begin your investigation for the crown in Bayhearth, the icy, sheet-bound northern town of Siran, whose predominant industry is ice fishing. And when you got there, you were promptly drugged. That's fun.
Love that.
And as far as you understand, it was a new hire that had worked there. But it's something to look into. Something is amiss in this place. And they also personally caused you bodily harm, so screw them, right? That being said, this is where we pick up. As you all wake up, and Ilian is a little bit out of it. He's just kind of nodding off a little bit, so he decides to stay behind in his offered room to recover from whatever the heck that was. It seems the magic, the mind magic that was put in the stew had a delayed effect on him. The floor is yours. He's deepy.
Man, I just got here and I'm already getting roofied.
Mm-hmm.
Like a bad
Bayhearth.
club.
It's a party here. You get everybody in the club gets roofied. Free roofies all around.
So, Malcolm, being the other person aside from Ilian who's like trying to ask questions mostly, will ask the other three to come to his room so that they can talk about what's going on.
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
Does anybody remember the name of the guy who have it in their notes as to who did the poisoning? Because I had it written down. I think like the update to Obsidian kind of
Casey.
fucked it up. Casey?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ah, shit. I think my Discord might be
Yeah.
dying.
What if your Discord didn't die?
I might soon.
What if you don't die? That'd be pretty sick.
I'm trying!
We have a fake
Stop it.
investigation to do in a fake world. We got a
This
job
is
to do.
direly important.
This is fucking important.
Also, very quickly, you do get another level up to the level 3, so do hit the button for that.
Oh, sick, right.
Discord, why are you doing this to me?
Let's go ahead and switch to the lovely, lovely music for the cold.
We got another domain card. That's pretty sick.
Nice. Let's see. Is there anything we're missing as far as level up goes? I don't think this is a tier level up.
It is not, but you still get stuff
Okay.
in the tier that you're in. So
Yeah.
when we level up, we get another thing, another 2 things, and then advancement choices.
Yeah.
So I just want to run this by you real quick, Soul, because the other ones I don't think really make sense for him. It's a spell. It is called Tell No Lies. Make a spellcast roll against a target within very close range. Keyword very close, so basically between melee and it's like roughly 10 to 15 feet. On a success, they
You
can-
did cut out. Like you said, very close range, and then it just dropped.
I wasn't saying anything. I was thinking.
Oh.
Against a target within very close range, on a success, they can't lie to you while they remain within close range, but they are not compelled to speak. If you ask them a question and they oh, there she goes. If you ask them a question and they refuse to answer, they must mark a stress and the effect ends. The target is typically unaware this spell has been cast on them until it causes them to utter the truth. So, this can be done...
This could be construed as a non-spell.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to double check. But awesome. Cool. Oh no.
No, no.
There she is.
Oh no, what?
I'm too tired for this today. Discard!
I'm howling at the moon
Discord.
and sleeping in the middle of a
Ow.
summer afternoon.
Summer afternoon. Okay, brony.
Don't you get me fucking started.
Hey, I was there in the trenches.
Yeah, well,
We
so
were in
was
the
I,
trenches.
Bench.
What you gonna do, bench?
What you gonna do with all that junk? All that junk inside your trunk?
Sell it.
Yeah, good point. Yeah. Take it to a pawn shop.
Give me a rent.
Let
Nah.
me know if you. I don't think you get an additional experience yet.
Mm-mm.
No.
We get to upgrade 2 of our current experiences.
Okay.
So they get an additional +1.
Sounds good. Let me know when you guys are done, or if you need me for anything.
I am finished.
I'm good to go.
Okay. How are you, Siren? You're the one that kind of dropped for a minute.
I'm picking up the slack. I think that's everything.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I'm trying to
Awesome.
HP and stress max.
HP and stress maxing.
Hey, yo, we're on this new exercise. It's called stress maxing, baby.
So what do? We carry the incorporeal sins of every person on Earth until we die. What?
That goes hard, my friend.
We pay attention to politics. Oh.
Okay, that makes sense. Carry on, and sorry for your loss. It's okay. I didn't see if you were, you're good to go, right, Krim? I saw you roll for your prayer die, but I just want to double check.
Yeah, I went pretty fast on my level up.
Sick. Okay.
Gotta love it when level ups go quick. I like this. I like
Yeah.
this a lot.
Can't wait to DM for it eventually.
Mm-hmm. Are you working on that campaign?
I'm waiting for a few more people before I start anything officially. But
Okay.
yeah. But anyway.
Asbestos.
Yeah, Malcolm will, once again, to reiterate, will gesture everyone to basically leave Ilian alone, seeing that he's still under the effect of the quote-unquote drug. And
We'll take care of him.
nods, and will... He doesn't say that the drug to the, he doesn't say that they were drugged to the innkeepers, specifically.
No, that would probably freak him out.
Yeah, he doesn't say that. If anything, he would say it's like, yeah, he's feeling a little bit under the weather. Perhaps the soup didn't agree with him. Apologies to your new hire. But if you allow us a moment...
Yeah, go ahead. Offered rooms, like I said. We are terribly sorry for this incident. Go ahead and go. Go up to the rooms. Do what you need to do. Your friend will be fine by the fire with their links.
Nods, and ushers him back. When he closes the door, and he looks towards Nema. Nema, do you think you could put your equine keister to the door just in case somebody tries to enter? I'm a little paranoid right now, and a little hefty protection would do me some really good wonders right now.
Sure. Nema immediately backs up and just sits down in front of the door.
Thank you, kindly. I appreciate that. Now we can discuss things. So, he takes out a small journal that he's been writing in, the same one that you saw at the beginning. Currently, what we know is that the Cest family is allegedly innocent, especially Aldrin, because he was under the effects of the actual stew itself. He fell asleep with us and was not woken until Daryl came in. Now, I know these two individuals. I know these two men well enough on a third visit that they have been very friendly to me and very kind. I have never met this Casey fella before in my entire life. So it has to be... They said it was most recent about... half a year, 3 months he's been making the soap. So, little suspicious. That doesn't necessarily mean that Daryl is completely out of the running yet as a suspect. He's definitely down there, but just less likely. Now, the way that the things usually work with this, for your information, and for your reaffirmation, Zahn, is we got to keep trying to remain as inconspicuous as possible. Otherwise, we're fucked. The second that one of them realizes that we're onto something about a cult, then we get screwed. Now, there's a chance that this Casey fella, he points at Nema, was here when we talked about it. You did say that you saw someone leave before you passed out, right?
I did see somebody when I passed out. I was actually able to see a symbol on their chest, or robes, or whatever. I don't know.
What was it? Do you recall?
Yes, it was a screen face in front of a moon.
Pleasant.
Really interesting looking. And I passed out.
Screaming face in front of a moon. That doesn't sound familiar. You work with the clergy, Zahn. Does that sound like anything you've heard of?
Do I gotta like roll for this or?
Yeah, let me get the roll because this subject was touched on, but it's not like frequently touched on. It's this sort of thing's only touched on within the clergy itself. So it's related to something that the gods don't want to get out into the public and cause a panic. I just need to find where the rules are. I keep losing it. Where is it? Okay. Conditions, map. Additional rules. Maybe it's in 92? Maybe. Please. Don't do me like this.
No.
It's not. I had this page marked, but
Take your time.
I must have like lost it at some point. Last domains, ancestry, flow of the game, core mechanics, 89. I'm looking for where, like, the rolls are. Sorry. I just can't seem to find it right now. I'm being stupid.
Nah, it's a new system. You're not stupid. Take your time, like I said. In the meantime, this wonderful session of Daggerheart's Mist of Nightmares is brought to you by the characters. I'm definitely talking as Malcolm because I am Malcolm. Hello.
What the fuck
Should
are
buy
you
my
talking about,
should
Malcolm?
buy
Are
my
you feeling,
stuff.
Malcolm's talking into the void again,
Malcolm,
guys.
are you feeling okay?
He's like staring at the wall as he's talking.
You don't.
Your
You don't.
head
s-
in the
You don't.
echoes. Are
You don't. You don't sound well.
I don't know what you're talking about. I'm talking to the audience right there. Can't you see the fourth wall right there, right there in the center?
What the fuck are you talking?
Has that been what I've been munching on?
Are the drugs still in your system?
And thus the god of
Did you
insanity
take
was
new
born.
drugs? Like,
Do you need to lay down some more?
No, I need more fucking coffee. Let me tell you.
Anyways, Zon, I need you to give me a knowledge roll, please,
Fabulous.
for recalling this information.
Hey, it's not my worst, but it is one of them.
Ah. That's with fear.
That's like one of the first fears I've rolled in a long while.
Oh boy.
You recall that it was mentioned, like there. It's one of those things back when you were taking like lessons to be a part of the clergy, and like when it got into like descriptions of sigils, your eyes just sort of glazed over. You're like, oh, this again, and just, I know what this is.
It's a very diligent student. How dare you?
Yeah, but when it gets drummed into your head for the 5th time, you're just like glazed over, you know?
If I had a +2 to that, would that?
Oh, which
No.
experience are you using?
It's the prayer die. I mean,
Oh,
if I rolled a
Baby's first fear.
2. Yes.
so you want to add a prayer die to her roll?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. +2?
Yeah.
15? That's sufficient. It's... Each god has a sigil. And each god, like the temples are marked with this because not everybody can read. A lot of people can read, about 80% of people, but it's a very inclusive environment and some people can't read. So they mark who the gods are with sigils. And you recall too that were blatantly discussed to never be told to the general public because it could scare them. A bloody fist with a crack running through it and a screaming face in front of a new moon. Those were 2 that do not show up on temples, and you were blatantly told do not mention this stuff to the general public or not in the know.
All right.
And it is related to the forbidden gods.
It's a god sigil, though not one to be mentioned in any sort of decent company.
Huh. I had a
Clergy forbids us from mentioning any such sigils to the general public in case of a panic.
You mean like a sigil like the one you got right there on your waistband? Or wherever it is on Zon's person?
Yes, similar to this, just a nasty one.
Huh. Do you recall what god it was towards?
I mean, we can kind of guess, can't we?
You recall it's from one of the forbidden gods, you just don't remember which belongs to which forbidden god, and that's the fear part of the role, is you can't identify. You currently can't recall which one's which, but you do know it's one of the forbidden gods.
I know what the sigils look like, but which god they belong to is... I suppose I could only speculate.
Well, I guess we'll have to go off the assumption that that has to be the sigil Paha, because the other one was not mentioned by King Blackscale, so it would make sense, though it would be very, very, very bad if they were both active at the same time. Regardless, with that in mind, we know that there is definitely some cult activity in the town, but the good thing is that I have been here, I have met each of the residents directly, because the town is so short in population that everybody knows everybody. It is of paramount that we uncover who is new here, as well as potentially questioning people that might be additional suspects in Bayhearth that could have joined the cult willingly or unwillingly. Because there's the aspect that some of them might have been told to join it by force or something else happens. Pretty sure that cults also work like crime families, yada yada yada.
I see.
And I do want to point out it is after dark. Fortunately, the winds that blow off the Sea of have started to calm down. It is just winds from the sun setting, pushing the air from warm to cold. And now that it is dark, the air is still outside, but it is still bitterly cold, especially this late in the year. Some of the other information you have is that it always happens with this meal, which was pointed out that it's served at dinner time. Which is why they constantly mistake the fact that they're being drugged is just, oh, it was a very filling meal. And it's late.
Yes. Malcolm will reiterate that he believes... I once again, I believe that the Cest family here, I believe them mostly innocent, like I said. Daryl's story adds up. Everything that he said about the mayor and the place where they stock the food and doing tedious errands in the middle of the night, that all makes sense. I've seen him do that in Bayhearth every time I've come here, which is always... some reason has been that nighttime. I guess this travel distance within the snow is a pain in the ass. Regardless, I don't think Daryl is part of the cult. But we still do need to have a... I believe that the smart heads over in the academies in Snowshore and call it a control group. Do the rest of you understand that?
I have no idea what the fuck that means.
Yes.
Are you agreeing with me or saying that you know what he means?
Yes.
What? What?
I might have
Yes.
lost track of what you said. I'm not gonna lie.
Zom looks pretty troubled by this
I
revelation.
said I have no idea what the fuck that means in response to the control group stuff.
He...
Or did I... Am I confusing? I'm sorry, I'm tired.
The other thing that you said before I started talking again, I might have misheard something you said. You said agreeing with what you said. I don't know if you said anything beforehand.
I think it was... Oh, I was just asking... She was going, yes, yes. And I was asking if she was agreeing with what I said, or if she was saying that she understands, and then she just kept saying yes. So I don't know.
I think I understand half of it. I don't know why I cared.
Malcolm tilts his head a bit at Mara, then shakes it. Let me reiterate, and he... Because I don't want to explain... Fuck it. You know what? Fine. So...
Today on Mists of Nightmares, Mario learns the scientific method.
So, in the academies that are in Snowshorn for... You know, the thing with humans is that, as you have unfortunately found out by accidentally insulting, is that we don't have magic. So, we have to have different methods of being able to do certain things. Therefore, we have specific academies where we have artisans and specialists of sorts that develop these methods for the people of this lovely continent to basically have their problems fixed without the use of magic. This is a very basic learning method, and in order to test out to see if these things work, a control group, which means that something that is... You know what an experiment is, right? I'm sure that mages have their own, like, little experiments whenever they're trying to do a magic thing. I ain't sure, but it sounds like something you'd do.
She is just staring at you.
Is it obvious that she has no idea what the fuck he's talking about?
Yeah.
Have you ever cast fire on an ant?
It's an ant.
Have you cast fire on a living thing that wasn't a humanoid before, Mara?
Of course I have. I've had to fight off, wolves and the like.
Okay, so a control group is specifically if you cast fire on a piece of wood, right? You know that wood is obviously flammable, right?
Yeah.
You know that it catches fire quite easily. So therefore, because you know that it's already going to catch fire, because you know that it's flammable, you can already conclude for a fact that fire and magic fire will have the same effect that it does on wood, as in it will catch fire. The experiment is putting a wolf on fire, fighting it off, so to speak. Can a wolf's fur catch on fire with magical fire? That is the question you're trying to answer. In Snowshorn's academies, we call this a hypothesis.
Okay.
The reason why I'm bringing this up is because you said you wanted to learn magic there. I'm going to safely assume that whatever wizards or whatever mages or spellcasters on Snowshorn, they're going to teach you the same exact thing, so I'm giving you a jump start. For free. Now,
Thanks.
no problem. Now,
Mild correction. This world has universal learning, so it doesn't cost anything. It's a utopia
Why the fuck
for
am I
our
here?
world.
Why the fuck am I here? I don't need to make money.
You still have to pay for a place to live and buy food.
Fucking.
goes back in time real quick. I'm giving you a early lesson, free of charge. Professor Malcolm at your service. He's being very sarcastic.
We're like Spaceballs, like at the fucking VCR rewinding that shit.
Yeah. How are we watching this? We're watching right now. It is happening at this moment. Well, can you fast forward? No. Because it hasn't happened yet. Gotta love Mel Brooks.
Good times.
Now, as I was saying, essentially, the control group for this experiment, which is not, it's an investigation, a little different. Different terminology, different vocabulary, but it's interchangeable, you see. Now, control group is going to be the Cest family. We have Daryl and we have Aldrin. We already know for a fact, 100% sure, that Aldrin is not part of this cult, right? We don't know completely if Daryl is part of the cult or not, but we can safely assume, based on proven evidence of things that have happened in the past by primary source number one, me, that Daryl is most likely at least about 90 to 95% sure that he is not part of the cult. Then again, I've only been here 3 times, but his story adds up, is what I am saying. Thus, the Cest family is the control group, but we still have to test the control group before we go further on into the investigation and ask a bunch of other people essentially the same questions. Do you follow? He looks between
Okay,
Nima
I'm
and
with
Mara
you
again.
on like most of that. Percent.
Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All I'm saying is that there is a larger likelihood that Daryl is not guilty, but it's not impossible that he could also be part of the cult. Are you tracking now? Are you picking up what I'm sniffing?
Okay. Yes.
Excellent.
Like 90%.
There, now you're getting it.
Is that right? Okay, yeah.
He tries to high-five her.
Math!
Yeah.
Now, and he looks between
I
Nima...
forgot that shit.
Zahn is just feeling like they're babysitting right now. But is like far too polite to say that.
Oh my god, that's funny. He looks between Nima, Zahn, and Mara. Now, between the 4 of us, was there anything strange that we saw that might have stood out outside of what I have explained and what you have seen so far of Bayhearth? Remember, small fishing village with a very, very, very tiny population.
We got drugged.
Right. All of us got drugged. We all got hit with this. And he pulls out the vial with the concentrated, like, magic and, like, soup mixture that has been diluted. All got drugged with this. You can see clearly that there is a type of magic in here, it's a mind magic. So, we have an expert in terms of magic, or as far as we're going to get with an expert. I trust in your abilities. Do not let me down. And he smiles at Mara.
Please do not let us down.
She's
Who's
like,
the expert?
oh god.
That would be you, my friend, because, well, I can't cast
Oh.
magic. I don't know much
no.
about magic. Zahn here doesn't know much about magic as well, because, well, she's also a
Oh.
human.
Okay. I will do my best.
This is fine.
Excellent.
I
Consider this your
suppose that's enough.
consider this your first test under Professor Malcolm.
Okay. What am I doing?
You're helping us identify magic whenever we come across it, because
Oh,
I have
yes,
a very,
yes, okay.
very strange feeling that if mind magic, from what you have said and what Nima and Ilian have confirmed, is at play, then I would be certain that potentially other magics will be afoot as well.
That does seem reasonable.
Right? He does look to I keep saying Nima, I don't know why. Nema and Zahn. What about you two? Anything you might have picked up? Something I might have missed? Perhaps times in which we all were inebriated by this magical drug?
Fortunately, I was not prepared for the drug in question. I don't believe I saw much before losing consciousness.
All I remember is that robed figure, and then I fell asleep just a bit after you guys.
Zahn, how fast did you fall asleep? If you can remember.
I believe one or two may have fallen before I did, but I did fall asleep before Nima did.
And it didn't feel like sudden. It was when I passed out, it felt like I was being tucked into bed and I just had to snooze off in the corner, which felt weird considering I never do that.
It felt like drifting.
Yes, exactly. That's what it felt like to me as well. What about you two? Points to Nema and Mara.
I felt very sleepy.
I also just felt very sleepy.
Which what kind of trick?
Was it like a sudden sleepiness, or was it more like a you were drifting like Zahn and I were?
I mean, it was an abnormal sleepiness, but not like sudden. Like it wasn't like all of a sudden. It was just I wouldn't normally be that sleepy.
So it felt abnormal, but it wasn't. It didn't feel like, oh dear, I'm falling asleep all of a sudden. You just kind of felt like you had to go to sleep.
Yeah.
Interesting. Perhaps that's an aspect of the magic we need to take into consideration, considering it affects the mind. I'm unfamiliar, but it's the best assumption I can make. He then looks at Mara. Do you know about anything about mind magic at all, or does it have an effect where like you kind of lulled, your senses are dulled, and it just kind of feels like you're doing what you feel like you should do?
It's not really my domain. Hey, it's kind of like I've got like I'm better at physicalized magic. You know, like the fire. That's mental stuff. I don't really know.
I see. Do you know anything about anything magical, Nema? I'm not sure.
Nothing concerning stuff like this.
I will give you Nema and Mara is that in order to cast magic, you have to understand the basics of how the ley lines and the weave itself works and how to tug at the weave in order to produce magic. So you two, out of anybody, would be able to make a knowledge roll in order to figure out like the underlying magic sort of stuff that could be going on. If you wish. You don't have to if you don't want to. There's other avenues to get information from people who are far more experienced in magic.
I will be right back.
Okay.
I have a -1 knowledge.
Okay. So you just basically know the basics of the schools you study.
Okay.
Okay. I'll roll knowledge.
Okay. Go for it.
Hey,
13 with hope.
Let's go.
I would say, shit, I just lost my train of thought. Remind me what this is about again. I just lost my train of thought. This is what happens when you have
Mind
4
magic.
hours of sleep. Mind magic? Mind magic has to do with mental control. Anything that alters a person's state of being or makes them do things against their own will or send messages mentally.
Yes, this would be specifically asking the question of how does mind magic affect a person? What does it feel like?
It depends upon how the spell is laced. Most of the time, if the person is not deeply experienced in tugging at the weave of magic, you will be able to know right out the gate that this is a spell effect. But seeing as you guys almost felt tired and like you were slipping off to sleep naturally, whoever this is really experienced in magic. And I do believe they said KC was an elf.
Yes, they did.
Elves live about 600 years. 600 to 800 years. So, maybe worth finding out exactly how old Casey is. If he is telling the truth.
Looks at the two of them expectantly.
Well, usually, non-human creatures are able to tell when they're, when a spell is used on them, or that we weren't able to tell that we were being just go to sleep. Whoever cast this, whoever drugged us must be very experienced with, magic.
Perhaps so. We'll have to keep that in mind then when we ask our questions. I can definitely do most of the talking, like I said, because I know a lot of people here. But feel free to chip in with any questions, just as long as it's trying not to make it too hostile, because the people in Bayhearth here are very, very, very nice.
Do I seem hostile?
I don't think we have to worry about that.
He looks at Zahn and nods. To you, yes. However, you did mention that you wanted to crush people under your hooves and break skulls, so that's a little hostile to me, Nema. No offense. Not that I said I don't mind it, but...
She said that?
Yes. Said that right before we left.
Well, I meant that to people we would be fighting, not to innocent people. They're, well, innocent.
It wouldn't really be befitting behavior for a seraph, after all.
I only crush evil underneath my hoofs.
Ah, evil. More
Sounds
well
like we have
stated.
something in common.
We'll definitely keep that in mind and try not to come off as evil then.
Would be best.
Would be
Super
best.
fucking smart. I'm all about that evil shit.
I'm sure.
I do so much evil stuff.
Your complete lack of knowledge of the scientific method is truly a skill
I punch stuff
that
like
inspires
balls.
terror.
I love Zahn.
She was not too polite to let that bit of snark pass by.
Get that snark in.
Yes, the terror of not knowing what a control group is. Or an ant.
Evil.
Evil.
Alright, let's go before Miss Evil decides to forget what 2 plus 2 is.
I don't know math, you jerk.
That's the joke. And he opens the
What
door.
is math?
2 plus 2 equals fish.
I was never good at it either.
That tracks.
In the name of Syndrin, it's fucking 4. He walks out.
I don't know what that is.
That's a
What's
person.
a 4? What's a
I don't
4?
know what 4 is.
It's a number. Get used to it. You gotta need to know
What's
what numbers
that?
are.
Oh my god. Okay. Where are you heading off to?
I think if everyone's in agreement, because I don't want to, be the only one just heading along, are we cool with questioning the Cest family first? The
Sounds good to
innkeepers?
me.
Oh, how should we? Well, there was one thing I want to check up on.
Sure, go ahead.
Are we going? What?
I said sure, go ahead.
Oh, how are our characters gonna act? Like, really quickly before we leave. Are we going to continue to use the soup so we don't tip off the cultists that we know about the whole thing? Because, like, if we stop eating the soup with the potion in it, if we, like, continue staying here, they might get tipped off.
Ah, I see. You're wondering how to make a perfect alibi. Well, my good friend Nema, we have one. His name is Ilian.
Hmm.
You see, Ilian did not feel well after eating the soup. Even despite the fact that we all ate the soup, he, by chance, obviously had a different batch, a bad batch, and we, as well as the innkeepers, wink wink nudge nudge, don't want to get sick while we are here, because we have better things we need to do, and we need to go about our business as soon as possible. Understand? He smiles.
Oh my god, another Spaceball reference opportunity.
I love Spaceballs.
Change my heart to the soup!
God.
Good soup.
I'll take the
All right.
special.
So, okay. Food poisoning. Yes. Got it. Let's go.
I like where your head's at. Good call out. And he starts
Yeah.
walking down the stairs to talk to, excuse me, Daryl and Aldrin, whoever's there.
Yeah, they're both still up, and they're just, like, talking quietly amongst themselves. And when you walk back down, they look over. So, did you, have a good talk? Whatever you were doing up there, I mean, I assumed you went up there to talk, seeing as you came back down.
Hell, drugs. It was great.
Yes, you could
I
say
do
that.
not say that. I'm sorry, I don't say that. That's me being fired. That's not in character, I swear.
That was a intrusive thought moment.
It was an
So
inside
true.
thought, I swear.
Yes, of course, we had to discuss a couple of things because, we are here on a, we are here under a sort of personal investigation of sorts. We have heard that there has been some strange activity going along the ways of the, looks at the map again, because I'm fucking stupid. Close the sheet. We have been going around, we're starting our expedition here because there's not a lot of people here, as both of you very well much know. And we're going to be extending it down into the Pine Forest region. But we are doing some business for Snowshorn to look into some activity that's been strange as of late within this part of the continent. Do you mind if we ask you a couple of questions?
Sure. Of course.
Alright, very well. Now, I'm going to be asking to both of you in a sort of synchronous manner, so when I ask the same question, just one of you go first and the next person goes after. And therefore we won't be asking the same question twice and wasting each other's time. Make sense?
That makes perfect sense. I mean, that'd be kind of silly, seeing as we're both sitting in the same room.
Well, it's good to know that there are much more logical folk here in Bayhearth than there are on Snowshorn. You would not believe. Anyway, now, Daryl, Aldrin, just for the record here, and he like pulls out his he flips open his notebook as he takes out a rickety pen. How long have you two been here in Bayhearth?
Oh, I lived here all my life. I was actually born in this very place. It was passed down to me by my parents, who have been cremated out at sea. I came here from Bullwich. My father works and lives in Bullwich, and my mother, she used to live in Bullwich before she died. So, if it's any guess, my father is the Fawn.
I see.
Understood. It's very important. Good to know. And this is a simple one. You two can correct the details of each other. How did you two meet?
I met him in Rivermere, actually. I went down to get some lumber to help build a neighbor's house who had just moved in, and saw him working at the docks, and we were smitten. Yeah, I asked him out a few times. He said no. I asked him out again. He was like, fine this once, but if we don't work out, you're gonna stop. And Daryl just kind of like gives a smitten smile, like, he's a charmer.
Well, they do say that persistence is key, Mr. Sests. Misters Sests.
It's a mouthful.
Quite so. Now, considering that you both have come from different places, Aldrin, this one's going to be specifically for you, since you lived in Bayhearth your entire life. How would you describe the culture of this town? Similar to how I found it, with all the fishing being a main priority?
Well, most of the people here are followers of God Lyle. I mean, we need to ask for bounty of the very land we walk on, given the scarcity that we live in, but we also have a strong following to Syndron here.
So, what was the first god again? Sorry.
Gonlyle.
Gonlyle.
She is the goddess of earth and land.
Can't believe you misgendered a goddess.
Oh my god, how dare you misgender? What the fuck?
What are you, the president?
Gods are non-binary, therefore they don't have gender. Get shit on
Fucking kill you.
These gods have gender. Some of them, there's like a couple of them that are agender, like Sulthasor and Unar.
Okay, so it's Syndron and Gonlyle.
Gonleil. You could possibly throw Zofa in there as well, who is the goddess of life and water.
Well, of course, this is aptly named Zolfa's Reach, after all. This little layabout of the connected lands.
It is Zofa's Reach.
And this can obviously be confirmed with you being the newest person or newer person to Bayhearth as part of the Seth family. Correct, Daryl?
Yes, that is true.
All right. Now, with that in mind, have you two, either of you, witnessed anything new in terms of god, goddess worship at all within Bayhearth within the last, I'll say half year?
They both give you a confused look. And Aldrin holds up a hand. What is this actually about? Why are you questioning about our worship? I mean, they're the gods. There's only the 13. Sulthasor and the 12 gods.
Well, that's why I'm asking, because the main thing about this...
What shit are you up to, Malcolm?
Whoa, we don't need to get hostile here. I told you, I was honest. We are doing work for Snowshorn.
I'm not stupid. I originally thought it was just a filling meal that set me asleep. Then we all fall asleep and now your friend is still asleep over there? And now you scuttle off up to your provided rooms for what? 30 minutes, then come back down and asking me about god worship. What is this actually about?
Is this, Daryl or Aldrin?
Daryl, he has the deeper voice. Aldrin has the deeper voice. Daryl has the more raspy voice. Yeah, this is Aldrin. He is wise to shit. And I did spend a fear.
He looks back to his companions briefly.
Whatever you gotta say it to us. Because if it involves Casey, we need to know so this doesn't happen to us again.
Well, let me answer your question with a question to your beloved. Daryl, when you went out last night, you did your typical routine of going to check on the food stores and checking on the mayor to make sure something was coming in and talking to people because of, how the town works. And
the food stores are locked. I had to go to the mayor to have him unlock the food stores so I could get some stuff for tomorrow's stock. That's the order of operations. You could go ask him if you want to.
Very well. And this is something that Daryl does on a evening basis, correct, Aldrin?
Yes.
Very well.
Reliably every evening.
Very well. We have reason to believe that Casey is part of a potential movement here that might involve certain... You could just say enemies of Snowshorn. And we have been tasked with the king himself. Yes, I do mean Mr. Blackscale, Lord Blackscale, King Blackscale, however you want to denounce him or call him, to investigate ongoing things and changes. Bayhearth is the easiest because it is the smallest town, it has the same exact schedule, and life here, from what you have told me in the past, Mr. Sess, and he's looking at Aldrin when he says this, is very simple and easy.
Very quiet. And that's the way we like it.
Indeed. Now, if you don't cooperate, and I don't mean this as a threat, I mean this as a very, very worrisome omen, things will change, and not for the better. And Casey might be the reason for this change. Will you be willing to help us?
The two men look at each other, then back at you. Yes.
Good. I'm glad that I could hear that, because I trust you two. I've known you two for a while now.
If you want to find out stuff, you want to see our local busybody. All right?
And that would
Little
be...
Raxiel old woman who loves to stick her nose into other people's business because she's not used to doing that, and she's very lacking in trust.
And this old woman would be...
This old woman would be a Cestian. Zestine.
Zestian.
Yes. She likes to watch people out her window. She's the one, back when we met, her and her son, that we built the house for because they escaped from rule.
I see. And if we run into the son, what would his name be?
Madrax. Maddrax.
Very well. Is there anybody in Bayhearth that you two, aside from your obvious business partners such as the mayor, of course, that you would trust with your lives if it came to it?
Well, pretty much everybody in the town. Well, now excluding Casey, if this is true. Even the two Raxiel are trustworthy. They're just nosy. They like to observe. I personally think it was a trait carried on because they had to watch their backs because of Kravik, the dragon ruler of rule.
I see.
You know, the one bad dragon.
Please don't make the joke. Please don't make the joke. Please don't make the joke.
What joke are you gonna make? No.
I like how everyone is not. Everyone knows except the DM.
The DM is too ace for this fucking bullshit.
It's for the
I need a
best.
shirt. I need a shirt that says I'm too ace for this.
Well, I'm very glad that they were able to escape his clutches, and more so his company. I can't imagine what terrible things that could have happened to them. With that in mind, however,
terrible bad dragons.
they're terrible bad dragons. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Now I get it. That just flew over my head for a fucking minute there.
I'm going to
tell
lose
which
it.
site I never go to.
One of you assume I've been there.
You know what site I never go to? Anyways.
Yeah, they're
I get it now.
overpriced.
I wouldn't know.
Interesting. He nods along at that. And aside from this will be the last question for you two, because I believe I've taken up too much of your time as is. How many other people have you seen circulating out of Bayhearth that have been new aside from Casey?
They look at each other. We've had visitors before, but long-term stairs, it's only been Casey. I think we have 2 visitors right now.
Aside from us?
Yes.
And who would those people be?
Just a couple humans passing through.
Were you able to get their names?
They're very quiet. They just basically put money down on the desk, asked for a room. It was a good amount of money. And then I pointed them to it and they went up there. I assume they have their own food and everything. You have no idea how common that is. That's why I never rose a brow at it. A lot of people who pass through Bayhearth, they're too cold and grumpy to chit-chat. So they just pay for a room and they go up to the room and bundle up.
Fair enough.
And stay warm.
Yeah, there are people like that back home, too.
I suppose so, yes, I have witnessed that myself. But just...
I do believe that was you the first time you came here.
Indeed it was. Damn cold it is up here.
It is damn cold. It is damn cold, but we're used to it, so we chit-chat because we know good company can warm the soul.
It's beautiful here.
Not many people say that. We're beyond the tree line.
Oh, I love it out here. I'm from, well, you would not.
Come on. I've lived in Siran my whole life.
Okay,
I could
but,
probably throw a dart at the map and know exactly what town's there.
I didn't come up with a name. So,
the thing is, your monastery is tucked back in the mountains.
remember, it's not a monastery. It's just this random ass village.
Yeah. It's so, I would say it's so small, you guys probably didn't even give it a name. You're just like,
It's just the
we live here.
village.
It's just the village. We live here. Why would we
Shyamalan.
name it?
Is it it's by chance called the village, and the people that are there are called the village people?
Ayo!
I mean, pretty close.
That's why they shop at Bad Dragon. I mean, what?
God damn it.
I mean, yeah, we just call it home.
Just as a reminder to chat, if anybody remains, now that Critical Role is live,
Don't
This
tell
is an
them
adult
that.
stream.
In age, not so much in maturity.
This is an adult stream, and apparently we're now making jokes about dildos.
Look, it's what can I say?
I learned it from watching Critical Role.
I mean, they also have mugs. Don't ask how I
Yeah,
know.
I don't want to know what those mugs are for.
So anyway, back to the game. We are not sponsored.
So
Please
anyway.
don't sponsor me.
We're not sponsored. We don't want sponsors from them,
Sponsored by
please.
Bad Dragon.
You'll take chat legends, but the bad dragon not good enough for you. Okay.
Respectfully, I don't want the
Way to slut shame.
the magical unicorn pocket pussy on my stream advertised. Thank you.
Well, you just advertised.
Or random tentacle dildo.
Why wouldn't you want that?
I don't want Hermaeus Mora's tentacle dildo advertised on my stream. I don't even do NSFW shit. Shut up. God, we are not sponsored. Fuck you, sir.
Unless
No unless. Cut.
Hey,
Yo.
yo.
Fucking
Anyways,
Jesus Christ.
tangent aside.
Malcolm.
This
proceeds.
this is familiar, right, Marie?
Tangents in my D&D game.
Impossible.
No,
Never.
it's live. Anyway, Malcolm proceeds to note this down. Aside from that, did they wear any odd articles of clothing? Perhaps, what did you say it was again, Nema?
Spinning face in front of a moon? A new moon?
No, they were wearing thick coats that were brown. They did have heavy packs on them. I assume they've been traveling for some time. I do remember they got here the day before you. I want to preface with that. Is that night I got up in the middle of the night to go out to the outhouse and go to the bathroom, and I could have sworn I heard them mention something about in a couple of days they were going down to Timberview.
Did they say what for, or did you hear any much more?
I didn't catch what for, as they quieted down the moment they noticed me.
Interesting. Could be privacy, could
just
be something
assumed-
more.
Could be privacy. I mean, you lot went upstairs to talk in private. It's not unusual.
Right.
Voice carries across the ice sheets.
This is very true.
Really quickly. Still here? Are they still up in the rooms?
I could go knock and see if they require any room service. If you guys go do it, it's gonna be weird. If I go do it, it'll be normal since I'm the innkeeper.
Yes. I was just curious because are they
They're in the far back room.
okay, just
You guys are up toward the front.
just wanted to make sure.
Yes, my Maya was closest to the stairs. That's why we talked in my room, remember?
Yeah.
Daryl, I'll do it right now. He gets up and trots up the stairs. You can hear his hooves hitting the wood as he climbs the stairs, and you can hear him moving down the hall, and then stop, then like a muffled knock, Pause. A second muffled knock. Then a creak of the door. And the door shutting, and he comes back. They're not there.
Interesting.
Hmm.
How
Do
long
you
were
think
they...
they're
Sorry.
tied into whatever Casey's behind?
Well, it's reasonable
They're
to
gone
say...
at the same time.
It's reasonable to say that with that very clear piece of evidence right there, that they might be involved with Casey and whatever he's up to with his shenanigans, to put it lightly. Daryl, do us all a very big favor and dump out that soup that Casey made.
He grimaces. I don't normally waste food here. I might be able to neutralize it if I know exactly, what caused it. What caused us all to fall asleep. What was it? Potion?
He reaches into his pouch and pulls out the vial that he has.
I'm kind of
Takes the
fine.
vial. Let's see. It's definitely mind magic. That much is obvious by the coloring of it. So it's not a potion. And it made all of us fall asleep. What's your assessment of it? Maybe what you learned could help me formulate a counter spell to it.
Well, he looks back to the magic casters, specifically Nema, who did explain it to him earlier.
Get it, Nima?
Well, it was definitely made by an experienced person. I couldn't detect it when it was used on me. It's a type of mind potion.
Yeah, it's undetectable mind magic that puts us to sleep. This person is really good at magic. I would assume it's Casey, right?
Well, you did mention that Casey is an elf, right?
Yeah, he is.
From what both from what Nema and Mara somewhat have explained, it said that the elves can live for a very long time, and generally the older they are, the better they are at crafting their spells and being able to do things such as, well, this, allegedly.
Magic takes a long time to study and understand how to pull at the weave properly. If you don't pull at the weave properly, well, sure, looks to the Brockfee and the Centaur. I'm sure you know from learning that could kind of backfire in your face and cause a little bit of a reverb, I guess, in lack of a better term.
Hmm.
I'm going to give it a try on a bowl of soup. If I can't seem to figure it out, then I'll throw it out. We don't like to waste in this town for obvious reasons, given, as you know, we lock our food up in a storehouse with the key held by the mayor.
That's fine. Just be careful.
Oh, well, at least I know how to find the magic in it, test it, see if I can pull the magic out, and, well, I'll give it a shot, and, if anybody asks, Aldrin, dear, if I end up having to throw it out, we'll just say the potatoes in it were moldy. Sound good? Yeah, sounds fine. And Daryl goes into the back. So what are you gonna do?
That is a good question. I would think that the first thing we need to do is definitely question the Raxiel folk, Zestine and Madrax. Is there any place else that you would recommend that we might talk to in terms of gaining some more information to get on the upper foot of this situation?
I'm gonna tell you now, seeing as it seems like Casey seems to leave at the end after dark, after the winds die down. That's when everybody's at home inside and asleep, so there's really nobody to ask other than the Raxiel, who pretty dang good at seeing in the dark.
Noted. And, I suppose, could you give a description of Casey real quick, since he's been working here for some time now?
Well, he has pretty dark skin. He has golden eyes. And dark curly hair pulled back into a braid. And a little bit of a beard.
So, like, scruff of a beard, or more like it's at a fine point?
Just close shave. Close cut to the face, but it's thick.
Ah, I understand. Dark skin, gold eyes, dark hair pulled back into a braid, and a bit of a beard. What color is his hair?
Oh, dark brown. Black. Close to black.
And does he have any, like, markings on him? Like, any scars by chance?
No. Like I said, he comes from Igden Stan. It's a walled city. One of, the God of Protection's major strongholds.
Right. Very well. Me and my associates will keep that in mind if we come across him.
I would ask Daryl when he gets back. He's usually the one that's awake before me. Wakes up frequently. He yawns in the night. Don't worry, that's not the stew. It's actually getting pretty late.
I figured. And we should probably start our investigation soon.
Yeah.
Well, I wish you luck on your investigation.
Thank you. You wouldn't by chance happen to have a thick coat for sale, would you?
Not me. No.
Damn it.
I only have mine and Daryl's thick coat. That's why when travelers come, they often show up with a thick coat. We do have a small general store. You may be able to get it just briefly opened up so you could buy one. Just knock on the side door of the building just down the way. It's hard to miss.
Thank you again. It's your cooperation has been very helpful to us.
Of course. I don't like anybody disturbing our peace here. We have a good life. None of us want it ruined.
Very well. Do you have any questions for the man, ladies?
You shouldn't be a lot better at this than me.
Okay.
Carry on.
I have a bit of experience in dealing with bullshit, so, you know, and talking to people.
Just, come to us if you see anything, or if you see anyone suspicious.
Will do.
Thank you.
Thanks
I'll
for your
send Daryl to. I'll send Daryl to you if they return.
Yes.
Much appreciated.
And if Casey does return, do your very best to act like nothing has changed, alright?
Of course.
We
Good.
don't wish to spread panic.
One thing we're good at here in Bayhearth is not rocking the boat.
It's good. Very good. Very good. I would hate for something to happen to you two. I like you guys a lot. You've been very kind to me.
We try to be kind to all of our visitors.
Right. Well, my friends, I think it's a good time to, well, maybe not for you, Mara, but for the rest of us, we should probably head to the general store, since our investigation is taking place at night. There is a bit of wind that goes by, and it's very, 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 very harsh. I do not want to freeze to death.
The
So,
wind should have died down by now. You're fine.
it's still damn cold up here, so I still want my damn coat.
Make you wish that you were in the jungles of Amora, huh?
Yeah, totally. With a bunch of cats that are very big and twice my size. He starts walking
No,
towards the door.
that's Tula. You're talking about the giant mosquitoes.
Even better. Wonderful. He starts walking out the door.
I'll come with you. Wouldn't want you to buy the wrong thing. I wonder.
I appreciate it that the expertise will be...
traveled.
The
Well, actually, you're quite traveled. You know.
Yes, the expertise in your knowledge of warm wear will be very helpful to us three, especially myself and Zahn over here. And we're gonna walk toward the general store before we... We'll walk to the general store before we begin the investigation so we don't fucking die.
Roll for cold.
Wow, rude.
I'm kidding. Okay, you do walk down the ways a bit, and you do see the old sea salt weathered sign of the store, general store, which just has the look of a pouch with a hammer over it, which is the international symbol of, hey, this is a general store, come here. And it is dark, except for an upper window, which does have a flickering firelight in the upper window, and you can see some smoke in the darkness coming out of the chimney.
He will do as instructed by, keep forgetting names. He'll do as instructed by Aldrin and go to the side door and knock.
After a brief knock, and this could be one of two people that are actually answering the door right now. Let me find out who it's going to be.
Coin flip.
Yep. Okay. And after a moment, you do hear muffled voices up in the window. 2 muffled voices. Then a sigh. And then you see a tall shadow moving across the window. And eventually, you watch as a candlelight approaches from the small window next to the door downstairs. And door open, you do see what looks like a Brockfee with a kind of like strawberry reddish hair, pale red hair. She very short horns and just like fine fur that is skin toned. And in a shirt. Can I help you?
Yes, sorry to bother you at this late of an hour, but my compatriots and I were looking to purchase a lovely Bayhearth-made winter's jacket so that we do not die of hypothermia.
He smiles. You couldn't come by earlier, did you just arrive?
we came by recently, and we're on a bit of business, so we didn't have time. I had to discuss something with my friends here, and then we had to ask a couple questions to the innkeeper, and then it got a little later than we were expecting, so unfortunately, this is the only time we could come by, and we were mentioned that you would be available at this hour still. So, I do apologize. I did not mean to wake you or whoever else is upstairs.
Oh no, I'm just visiting. I'm here visiting a comrade, a business partner, so to say. What can I help you with? Just a sec. Let me get to the front door and unlock it. I'm not gonna leave you guys out in the cold. I'm not mean. Let me go unlock the front door. And he shuts it and... He seems a little bit awkward. Another thing you do notice is, like, his face. It seems to have no fur on it, and he does have freckles. He has gentle green eyes. Let me see if I got a picture of him I could share for you. Because I should have a picture of him for you. This guy is a major traveler. He likes to travel a lot. Let's see. Here we go. That's him.
Lord. Oh,
Very scrawny looking dude.
Oh my fucking god. Okay.
What?
I know who that is.
Yeah. I looked through the fucking stuff.
With Malcolm being with his alibi, would he know who that is? Like,
roll me a knowledge roll. Because this person likes to be unassuming. Like, very unassuming.
Yes, keep rolling with fear, never roll with hope. Awesome, love this game.
Tasty fear. Yum, 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 yum. You're more like getting alarm bells right now by the guy saying he's here visiting a business partner, and you're on high alert going, oh god, is this another one of them? There's more. The two innkeepers said there was only 2 visitors, so you're like getting thoughts rolling through your head that this may also be another one that could be in cahoots.
True. We will walk around to the front, though.
Yeah. Is Zon with you, or is it just you and Mara?
I was assuming that everyone was with Malcolm when he was walking outside.
Or did you and Nema stay back in the inn, Zon?
Zan would have gone with. She's something of a busybody.
Okay. Roll that knowledge check.
Okay.
The real question is Nema also staying in the inn, or is she coming with us?
Yeah.
I think she'd go with.
12 with fear. He looks familiar.
What's with hope?
That's with hope.
That is with hope. He looks very familiar. Name is on the tip of your tongue. You can't fucking recall it. You just know this guy's familiar. And as you guys circle around to the front, you do see him. Well, you can't see him. These are like thick quartz windows, but you do watch like kind of like through the thick quartz windows as the room lights up. And then he opens the door. Come on in so you don't freeze.
Thank you.
And he shuts the door after you all get inside. So you need coats. Anything else you need?
I suppose while we're here, if you don't mind being questioned real quick.
Okay.
No need to worry, my good friend. We are simply doing some business for the King of Snowshorn. Nothing to be alarmed about, just checking in on the greater region of Zolf's Reach.
I'm gonna do a gif of the look he's kind of giving you like now. Not that
Oh,
kind of squint. It's not an evil squint. It's like a curiosity squint. Why do all these squint gifs look like I'm sus of you when there's several different types of squints?
Is it more like an eyebrow raise?
No, it's more like a head tilt squint, like, really, you know? Ah, here we go. Gotta love the Golden Girls. They deliver every time.
Oh, I see. It's like, okay, whatever. Like, what?
Like, what?
And he
Okay.
flips out his fucking notebook like Cole Phelps again.
And he goes over to a tea kettle and uses magic to fill it with water and then sets it on like a little thing and lights a little burner underneath it to heat the water. Okay. What is the king asking you to do?
We are looking into some strange occurrences that have been happening in, again, Zolf's Reach, and the questions are pretty much simple. Considering you're a visitor, this might not be very helpful, but, you know, everyone is a useful contact when we need it, and any part of information is very viable in our investigation. So, you know, whatever you can provide would be very useful to us.
Do my best.
Excellent. Now, how long have you been here in Bayhearth for, my friend?
A week.
A week. Okay. And within that week, have you noticed anything strange happening in the town?
Strange how? That's my question. Strange how?
Strange in the way that is not the norm when you... I'm assuming you've come to Bayhearth more than once, right?
A couple times. I get around Sinduria a lot.
So you're familiar with the town's culture, considering how small it is.
Yeah. Very close, tight-knit community, up for sharing. More bartering than, like, money trade sort of thing, and they depend upon outsiders for money trade in order to afford stuff like lumber, hay, that sort of thing to insulate the roofs and whatnot, any tools and equipment that they need.
Indeed, and their main forms of worship are obviously Sindrin, Sindrin and fucking forgot the name of the other god.
Gonlyle.
Gonlyle, considering what they do here.
Yep.
Right. So, in any way that you have witnessed within the last week alone, has any of that, I guess you could say, status quo or changes in the culture that you may see as different or odd, more than normal, from what you have seen here, has any of that been seen within the last week by you?
Not really. I tend to have a pretty diurnal day. I'm up from sunrise to sunset, and I tend to deal with trade in the area and move on.
Very well.
I mean, have you ever seen a shrine here?
Precisely my
The
point.
answer's no. The answer's no.
Yeah, I kind of figured as much. That's precisely my point. Is that would be what it would be an interesting and different change that someone would notice. You obviously haven't seen a shrine, considering the way that you asked the question. So, moving on. Have you come into contact with a elven fellow by the name of Casey? And then he gives the description.
Isn't he the cook at the inn?
Most recent hires, from what I'm aware of, yes.
Yeah, he's from Egden's Stand. That's what he told me. Something about him didn't seem right.
Oh, do tell. I'm curious.
I'm gonna point out I'm very good at reading people. Yeah, he just seemed kind of dodgy when I asked him questions a couple days ago. Shortly after I got here. He came in to get some cooking utensils, because the other ones got salted over from the sea air. Apparently got left out. I asked him how long he's been here, because last time I was here, he wasn't here. It was about 15 years ago. And he seemed real dodgy about my questions.
What questions
that
in
one
particular?
In the back of my brain. Well, he did say he was from Igden's Stand, but I've been there frequently because it's near my home port. I've never seen him there.
Interesting.
And I am very good at remembering faces. And when I brought that up to him, he got dodgy and he said he was a shut-in. I don't really know anybody who's a shut-in down there. It's a little bit of a nicer climate than here. Surrounded by trees, a lot of activity. Near a major port of trade. Port Niffin.
I see. Based on how he looked, how old would you say he was?
You said he was an elf?
Yes, I'm unsure if some people know how to determine the age of elves, but it's worthy a question to ask anyway.
The more important question you gotta ask yourself is, how are you not able to determine the difference between an elf and a dragon?
Huh?
He has gold eyes.
Oh. Oh, well, we haven't met him.
Oh. You haven't personally met him.
No, we have not seen Casey ourselves as of yet. That's why we're asking these questions. He definitely does sound like quite the strange individual when we were asking the innkeepers earlier. So, hearing it come from another person...
Because he's a dragon. That's because he's a dragon.
He
doesn't
down.
know I realize that.
Oh.
Malcolm looks down in thought, and it's just his face of, fuck.
Yep. Thought does not feel good about hunting dragons, considering the history.
Now, what you need to tell me is, why are you looking for a dragon? A red dragon.
Beg pardon?
We told you we didn't know that he was a dragon.
I'm sorry, you said he's a red dragon?
Pardon me. Let me rephrase it. Why is Eric looking for a red dragon?
Well, I suppose I want to answer that question by asking you just one more question out of the politeness. Who exactly are you to know that this person is a dragon?
I'm Niffin.
Malcolm immediately face palms. Of course you're a fucking god. That makes perfect sense.
That's why you look so familiar.
The god of commerce and trade.
And that's why you were here for a week. I feel like a complete and utter moron. I am so sorry.
No, it's fine. I don't normally quote Achiel, but a lot of people don't pick up a book and see our pictures in them.
I can't read.
What?
Understandable.
Even honest, just like, wait, what?
What do you mean? How do you?
Everybody's like, everybody but Niffin's like, wait, you can't read? Niffin's like,
huh?
eh.
To me. Even fucking Malcolm like does a double take. Wait, that's a question for another time.
You don't have to read to know how to learn how to cast magic. It doesn't require.
Where would I have gotten books, Malcolm?
I don't
I
know.
live in between the middle of ass fuck and bumfuck nowhere. Okay, there's nothing.
You're telling me that
that.
between ass and bum you don't have a single book in sight?
No. Also,
So-
the environment really does not lend well to keeping a book. It's almost as bad as trying to keep a book here. We got one. We used to have a book, like 10 years ago. But
I
then
never
it
expected to hear all those phrases.
I'm going
at
to
once.
tell you now is that between Ulex here, Farpoint, and Icelorn, there's maybe about 5 books because, like she said, this sort of climate doesn't hold very well for books.
Right.
Also, we see like 20 gold through our village in a year. We're not spending that on books.
I do know very well that your village does not participate in trade very often.
Yeah, no, we're not very popular.
I mean, this town relies mostly off a barter system, but I still come here.
Oh yeah, I just mean it's like nobody comes out.
Takes a certain breed to be able to tolerate this climate, and he starts going to like one of the racks and pulling a couple coats out.
Yeah, I don't think Malcolm would survive the trip. No offense.
So what is Eric having you do?
Well, if you must know, and I would assume that because Malcolm, Niffin is probably one of the gods that he does like have a lot of respect for, I would imagine. So I would think that like he like fishes into his pocket for like a genuine sigil of Niffin, which is the 3 coins and falling into a palm, as he's like talking to him. Well, considering I know somewhat about your beliefs and you're pretty easygoing for the most part, can you keep a secret?
My whole life has been keeping secrets from my siblings.
All right. Very well. No wonder I liked you so much. Zan, Nema, Mara, are we good with spilling the beans on him? Is it okay?
He's a god. It's more in his
This is
purview
like
than your average citizen.
The patron god of my people. Like,
Look at it this way. If you don't tell me Snowshorn's going to be my next stop and I'm just going to march straight into Eric's room, kick him out of his bed to ask him why he's sending a bunch of mortals out to look for dangerous things, including a red dragon in disguise.
He does, like, nod, but does also look back to Nema.
I mean, I'm fine with it.
Alright. Very well. Niffin. So basically, and then he explains why they're here.
You're telling me Paha is active?
Potentially active. I said potentially. We aren't sure. Neither is Erig. But we originally thought that Casey was an elf. we didn't really draw the conclusion that he's a dragon, nor a red dragon, despite the fact that he has golden eyes. And the fact that you said that he is a dragon, it's very concerning, because my friend here, good old Nema, when Casey drugged us with the stool that we were given, it was seen that someone in a robe was seen with a sigil of sorts that had a screaming face around a new moon. I don't know what that means.
That's her sigil.
Well, that solves that mystery. He starts writing down in his
Thanks,
journal.
It's
God.
supposed to. Where's our thanks God counter? It doesn't count for an in-game God, or does it have to be me specifically?
It has to be you specifically.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're
Aren't you clever trying to slip one by?
Nice try.
Where's my Wendigo?
He's not here. You can't have it because it doesn't count.
Anyways. First, he hands you guys coats.
Thank you.
We'll say that's about 2 handfuls.
Of course it is.
That's fine.
Don't try to barter with me. I have had people try that before and they never win.
Yes, I am, Were you anybody
It's
else?
funny, though.
Were you anybody else, I would, do the craft in your name, of course. He smiles a bit. But I would
That's
never do
actually a discount.
it... No. He smiles. I would do the craft in your name, but to do it to you directly, it feels like an insult.
I just find it funny.
Well, unfortunately, I am not in the mood of humoring, but sure, I can definitely give you, you said 2 handfuls?
Yeah, 2 handfuls, just for all 3 coats. What's your name? Points to you, Mara.
Mara?
You look pretty well done up for the cold weather, so not worried about you, just these 3.
I was wondering, how'd you know where I was from?
I'm a god.
Right.
It's just like,
As you may recall, no books. My bad.
Ah, shit. Can we get one more coat, Niflin? I forgot about someone.
Oh, yeah, sure. He get you another coat. I'm assuming it's for your traveling companion.
Yes. That's the one I was talking about that, has a current, issue with, the stew that he was given. A little more stronger of a, dosage, I assume.
I'm gonna go with you to that inn because I want to see the stew for myself.
Oh,
And you said that these people that could be possibly working with Casey mentioned Timberview, right?
That is what the innkeeper said. Aldrin said that he heard that. As for the stew itself, we're having, we already talked with them, and they're pretty much, cooperative in trying to help us solve the issue. I still have the vial that was taken to dilute it, so you can actually see what was in it itself. And he hands him the vial that has, like, the diluted stuff in it with the,
Oh, yeah, that's dragon magic. That is most definitely dragon magic. Daryl's not going to be able to remove the spell himself. It's beyond mortal capabilities.
How would, say, I be able to tell that?
Takes a little bit of learning, and you have to be able to see what bits of the weave are within the magic itself and be able to read it. I might be able to point you to somebody who can help you with that.
Oh, I would very much appreciate that.
He's a bit harsh, just a heads up.
Oh, yeah, I can take that.
Okay, let's go to the inn. Grabs his jacket and pulls it on. And kind of tucks his tail up underneath the jacket because you know it's fucking cold.
Puts the jacket
Like,
on.
I'm pretty sure that, like, Mara would understand hiding the tail from the cold weather. He heads back to the inn with you, walks in, and Aldrin looks up. Another room? I think I have one more available. Niffin holds up a hand. No need. I'm staying at the, I'm Niffin. And Aldrin's like, oh, you're back.
Wait, back? You mean you didn't recognize him?
I like to change how I look sometimes.
Ah, fair enough.
I like to be inconspicuous in my travels.
Wish I had that ability.
No, you have to be a dragon or a god for that.
So I've learned, unfortunately. He's like making a fucking pouty face.
You can't cast magic.
This fucking
Fuck you.
bullshit. I could do so much shit with that.
Bullshit.
I could scam so many goddamn people.
I could make such a living.
I'm gonna go in the back and take a look at that stew and see about removing the spell on it. And looks to the rest of you. Get some rest. We'll talk in the morning when it's daylight out. The later it gets, the colder it gets, and the harder it is to fall asleep. Go do that. Come see me at the shop in the morning. I'm gonna remove the curse on the stew and have a little chat with Daryl. And he heads into the back.
Very well. I am assuming that no place else would be open for the investigation in the evening, considering how late it is. So, I guess we'll have to talk to the Raxiel family tomorrow.
I would assume you do. I had no idea he was in town. He likes to sneak in. He did that 15 years ago. He snuck in, looked slightly different. I think he had brown hair last time. No horns.
Potentially
Fun.
looks like an elf and with golden eyes, smiles.
He likes... No, he's talking about Niffin.
I know, he's making a joke.
No. I don't think he's ever disguised as an elf from what I read.
Well, there's always time for a start.
I mean, there's a reason Brockfee are real good at trade is because they have the blessing of Niffin.
Noted.
I'll have a good rest. He's not wrong about the cold getting worse the later it is and making it harder to sleep. And you guys all get a long rest. So if there's anything you need to regen, which I don't think you do, like...
I don't think so. We only did we only asked questions.
You guys get a long rest. It's a little bit fitful at the start because you got cold nipping at your toes. It wasn't kidding that the cold seeps in and it gets bitter this late. Soon the morning rises, the sun just kind of coming through the cracks of the cloth blinds and across your faces. Day is yours.
Brain just like shut off for a second.
That's fair.
Yours was on?
For real.
Brains work?
What a
For real.
concept.
What a wild concept.
What a world.
I suppose, since she's like the one other person that seems to be the very heavy investigative type, when Malcolm wakes up, he will go to Zahn's door and knock on it.
After fucking fixed herself up, she would answer the door.
He's standing there with a cup of coffee and hands it to her. Coffee?
Thank you. Good morning, Malcolm.
Morning. Do you mind if I come in? Just so we're not talking out in the middle of
It's fine.
bombing ass.
Yeah, it's fine.
And he will step in, holding his own cup of coffee. I'm curious if that missing sigil that I told you about not too long ago has to do with this Paha business. Do you think there's a connection?
It's possible, considering they're mentioned at roughly about the same time. And I'd like to hope at least it's just one of them causing trouble. But even just one of them is already enough of a headache to deal with.
Yeah, something about that is very curious, considering that they don't want it to get out to the rest of the parishes. And do you think that potentially Sindrin or Sindron and Blackscale are working together on this?
It's possible. I believe they've worked together in the past.
I see. I mean, that makes the most sense. Odd.
After Syndron, King Blackscale is the second most authority I answer to, so...
Has he told you about red dragons at all?
It's... Truthfully, dragons are mostly beyond my area of expertise. I mainly focus on mortal, or at least my order anyway, focuses on mortal ne'er-do-wells. People who cause trouble. Protect other mortals from themselves, I suppose.
This definitely doesn't bode well. Not for anyone, really.
No, it's very troubling, in fact.
Ah, shit, I think this is way above my pay grade. And I'm not even getting paid that much. Dragons involving themselves in a cult? Is that even... I don't even know if that's a thing. I think
Well,
the only thing that was mentioned was about that island that the Raxiel came from.
well, history or no. You learn in my line of work to expect the unexpected.
Yes, well, in my previous line of work, we did that too, but like I said, not at this scale.
Not usually, no.
Well, I'll try to keep, try to look out for more things that might match up to this conspiracy that, the that Sindron and his high priestess were talking about Anira. But I don't like the way this smells, I'm gonna be honest. Not at all.
It's very troublesome.
Gods help us if we have to fight a fucking dragon. I'm not prepared for that.
I don't believe any of us are, at least not at the moment.
After a minute, you do hear a on the door.
Yes, sir.
Door opens and it's Niffin.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Morning. Steps in, shuts the door. Where are the rest of your friends?
Oh, I believe they're still in their rooms. I'm an early riser. I didn't bother getting them yet.
No, I'll go wake them up if you want.
Sure. Considering
Thank you.
it'd be a great honor.
Steps out and starts knocking on bedroom doors, starting with Ilian's, who looks groggy but is awake.
I'm thinking of the British guy again.
Has this look of, who the fuck is this guy?
Bro is holding his stomach still.
Oh, so real. You and Tommy Hurdy.
I'm just getting him up because there is a possibility you could be traveling here pretty soon,
sure.
so...
Makes sense.
And then knocks on Nema's door.
Hello.
Hey, ready to talk?
Yep.
Let's figure this out. And goes and knocks on Mara's door.
Eh.
Come on out. Let's talk.
While he's knocking on the other doors, when Zahn's door is closed, he quickly turns back to her and he looks a little like relieved that it was just Nifun, but then he like looks up at her. This is a silly question, but you don't think that the gods... You don't think that, like, the good gods would be in cahoots with the bad gods, right? Like, that'd be a crazy thought, wouldn't it?
Looks a little taken aback by that question. Yeah, that's not likely, and hopefully it stays that way.
Yeah, it's just I've met like about 3 so far, and this is the quickest time span I've met 3 in my entire life, so it just feels a bit weird.
I couldn't imagine it personally.
Yeah. Also couldn't imagine that we're dealing with a god that might be a potential part of a cult. Not a god, a dragon that might be potentially part of a cult of another god that's of nightmares that, you know, created a blight, but, you know, neither here nor there. He quickly sips his coffee, and you notice that he is shaking a little bit.
Just like that handshake as bringing the cup to the mouth, like...
I know exactly the one.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can get the Jeff.
You say Jeff?
Is it that one?
Yeah, that.
Like, what is going on?
Bro, what the fuck, man?
And for all you know, this is specifically for the, like, 2-3 people who don't meet gods often. According to them, is you could have come across a god before and just haven't noticed.
I mean, what are the odds that Niffin has been to my village?
Him and Elaine, who is the goddess of knowledge, probably likely.
Yeah. He's just like, I remember you. You're a dumbass.
No, he doesn't say that about anybody. Mostly because Sindron would probably be down his ass for going, hey! you say about my creations? Fuck you.
Okay, but
Go
she's
off,
kind of
King.
But like, yeah. Eventually piles back in. Nifun leans up against the wall with his arms crossed. So, we got a possibility of a dragon working with the goddess of nightmares. And Eric wants to look into it and possibly doesn't know that a red dragon is working with the goddess of nightmares.
That would be correct, but specifically he was looking more into the return of Paha and a cult following her, along with the fact that there have been some bodies discovered in the Greater Pine Forest that have been defaced and yeah.
Well, I'm gonna let you know now. Cavius, that was done by her. First off, the others don't want me talking about it to mortals, but seeing as you're kind of tied up in this now, you only talk about it to Eric or, you know, me and my siblings. Just try to, like, keep it quiet because it will cause a panic. Like, Eric believes it will. It will. She was never inactive. We've kept her suppressed.
Oh, great. So she is in fact in the woods, and she's dressed in a black dress and will tear out your organs. Wonderful.
Black robes and no won't tear out your organs.
Same shit.
More like turn you into horrific nightmare creatures that serve only her.
That's way
Yeah,
better.
see, that's not better.
He immediately goes pale.
You don't understand why that's not better.
No, it's just
no.
not ripping out your organs turns you into a monster. Wonderful.
I
Excellent.
need you
Shape
to
you.
understand why that's not better.
It's not better at all. You don't want to see what they look like.
No, I don't. And I don't want to be one.
He's kind of like leaned over to the side now, kind of like shoulders scrunched up. He's like,
You
he's
are
kind of like,
you are taking this seriously, right?
He is the youngest of the good walking gods. So he's a little bit more chill and open with mortals. Meanwhile, Sindron is on the other end and is the oldest of the walking gods, or the oldest of Sulthasor's gods completely. And he's just kind of like shoulders scrunched up, arms crossed over his chest, leaned up against, now kind of listing toward the dresser next to him. Yeah, you don't want to know what that... I've seen that happen. It's not pretty. Never go to the Isle of Zis.
I don't plan on it.
I'm really sorry you're wrapped up in this, but you got a job to do. I mean,
Yeah.
Eric is paying you for this, right?
Thankfully,
I would have a chat with him.
Thankfully,
How much?
He said that it's gonna be a chest, I believe. Either a chest for total or each, I forget.
It sounds like a chest total. You know what? When you go talk to him after this is over, tell him I said to pay you 2 chests and why.
It's fine.
Profit.
He is
No,
my king.
this is
I'm meant to
dangerous.
do as will.
I will definitely speak with your the fund. I appreciate it. I need the money desperately. I don't know about the rest of you, but I appreciate you looking out for the little guy.
I'm saying as the god of commerce and trade, you should be paid fairly for the amount of danger you're in right now. And now I'm altering your task, and I'm
Is this a
asking
mythical... Sorry.
you... What was that, Marie?
I was about to ask if this was the mythical concept of hazard pay.
Hazard pay. Yes, this is... Nifud is saying he's gonna fucking pay you hazard pay, because this is a fucking red dragon. The only evil dragons. I'm slightly altering your thing. I want you to keep your distance from her, but if you can find out why she's in Zofa's reach, I personally would like to know, and I'm sure Elaine and the others would like to know too. And when you're done, Igden will be in Snowshorn starting tomorrow for, I think, about 4 days at his
Yes.
temple.
I'd imagine so for the festival, right?
Yes, for the festival, and it's part of his yearly visit to the temple in Snowshorn.
Ah, I see.
I'm a little bit more loose about it. I go wherever the hell I feel like. I don't have a schedule.
Of course. Well, is there anything else that you need to tell us about good old Paha, creator of nightmare disasters when she touches you?
Well, just try to keep your distance from her. Don't let her notice you. Fortunately, she has the same trappings as the rest of us. Is that she does not have omniscient vision like our incorporeal siblings.
Yes, we were thankfully told by Erig about that, so that is a good thing. If we were, because a part of the ploy that I did have in mind was to potentially infiltrate the cult, would that be possible with Paha? No.
I wouldn't try it. She has the capability of being... She's the goddess of nightmares. Let's start with that. She's the creator of nightmares. She's why you are scared of things that go bump in the night.
It's too risky.
It's too risky. She would be able to go into your sleep and see if you really are a follower of her.
Ah.
That's how I know about motions to Ilian. He was here because you all participated in trade near me.
Wait, you're telling...
That's how I knew you were here.
You're telling me Paha knows where we are if we sleep?
No, not necessarily. How often do you get nightmares?
Not often. Mostly.
Usually out of trauma, right?
I'd imagine so.
Trauma, chaos, destruction. That is the touch of Zaylor, and she works in tandem with him and targets people who have had recent trauma and sends a seed of nightmare to them. Doesn't mean she necessarily knows, but she gathers information from those nightmares. If you haven't had a nightmare recently, you're safe. But I am going to help you a little bit. And this is where I come in, because I want you to succeed now that you're wrapped up in this. I still don't agree with Eric sending mortals to do this job. But if you've gotten results, he has faith in you, I'm going to give you a little bit of a gift to protect you from her nightmares for a while. Just for about a week or so.
I think that should be enough. Yeah, we should be done within a week.
Good. He's going to go around and tap each of your foreheads. And I want you to note on your character sheets, Blessing of a Walking God, you are protected from nightmares in Paha knowing where you are for 1 week. It's not going to stop the Red Dragon, but it'll keep her from putting nightmares in you if you experience anything that stresses you.
Noted. You have my thanks. Again, I appreciate it.
So, these two people, they are both humans. They have participated in trade near me, so I know their names. Dendrick and Mayan. They're heading to Timberview. Go to Timberview, find out what they're up to, and see if Casey is there as well, if that is even his real name.
Right.
Just listen. Don't be too obvious with the questions, because from what Aldrin said, you were pretty obvious.
Yeah. In hindsight, yeah.
Just listen. All you have to do is listen to the area around you, and you'll get more information you know, especially if you're just blending in. I'm master at blending in. I know I get information that way all the time.
Right. Well, considering our next stop is in Rivermere, my home turf, quite literally, I suppose I could do a different angle than mere investigations. It's typically not how I gather information anyway. I don't know why I did any different. But I'll take that into consideration. I think we all will.
Information can be a part of trade as well.
Yes.
I do want you to go to Timberview as quickly as possible, because this could be time sensitive. They could only be heading down there for 1 day, doing whatever they need to do, and leaving. Or they could be 3 days, or whatever. The problem is, I'm not close enough to know how long they're staying. I can sense trade down there, but I can't tell if it's them. I have to be in the town. But I got another thing I gotta do. I'm heading back to Port Niffin, and then going to track down Elaine to let her know.
Right. We'll take that into consideration.
Yeah. Do what you need to do, but that's my recommendation.
Very well.
I'm gonna head out. Head to Snowshorn, catch a boat, and try and track down my sister. Let her know that Paha's active. That she's slipping through our fingers again.
Well, good luck, and pleasure meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Be careful. And he walks out.
Malcolm sits on the bed and immediately puts his head in his hands.
I feel that.
This is turning into a big thing. The story's ramping up.
What's everyone else doing?
Ilian is a lost for words.
Still trying to figure out math.
Mama's trying to steel herself for what she must do.
I mean,
Teach Mara math.
do we...
Somebody
my
teach
God.
that girl math.
So you see this line and this line, that's a 1. If you add them together, that's a 2.
Oh.
You see how that's one person over there? Now there's 2 people, because 1 added 1, and now there's 2.
Sana is just like,
You
why
mean
does
one?
it seem like, why does it seem like we're their parents?
This is
Wait,
like,
you mean 1 plus
not a
1
character.
isn't 11?
Hey, what?
I was saying this is not in character.
Yeah,
I'm
no.
not doing the voice, obviously.
Watch as Malcolm has an existential crisis that he may be in over his head.
How does Nemo react to this situation? I'm curious.
Yeah, sure, we could take home a dragon.
There's always that one guy. There's always that one party member that's
From
just like,
the
"Let's
distance.
go!"
From the distance outside the window, Nifun goes, "No, you can't!"
Does she actually say that?
Yeah, but it's like very tripped in sarcasm. We
Okay.
could totally fight a dragon. We're not in over our heads.
No.
Okay, totally fight a dragon with a seraph centaur, a warrior of the god of mortals, a mage that doesn't know how to read or do math, a wanderer with a very good bow, and a fucking merchant. This is going to go well.
The
The very-
perfect team.
And a very big cat.
Yeah, I forgot about the very
Misha's
big
the
cat.
one that. The Misha's the one that's gonna win it all for you.
So true. Honestly.
Yeah.
He looks like he's about to say something about Misha, but then quiets because he remembers the relationship that Ilian has with Misha.
Just got a
Jillian
cat.
stares.
This is it's gonna go great. This is wonderful, excellent, great.
And the fact that one of the gods looked obviously uncomfortable about the situation in front of you.
Yeah, that's kind of like what's making it worse for him, honestly.
Yeah.
And the god of trade, the one that I actually fucking like, is terrified. That's amazing. I can't. Okay. Should we bother talking to the should we bother talking to the Raxiel family, Zestian and Madrax? I mean, maybe they heard something that we didn't hear, because we did just kind of talk to a god that didn't hear everything.
Might be worth it. Stop by before we leave.
That's what I was thinking, but I figured I should ask you all as well.
Yeah. I don't see why not.
I literally don't know what else to do, so yeah.
Sure as shit, my friend. We are definitely in between... I forgot already. Ass and butt.
Oh my god. Every time you guys say that, Zana's just kind of like, oh my god.
We got ass fuck nowhere. And no, I don't remember. It's
I think it's
different
butt
every
fuck
time.
nowhere.
There's one of them was butt fuck nowhere, because that's the actual thing, and then I made one up.
Zana's gonna hit you with a watch your profanity.
It's shit fuck. I think it's shit fuck nowhere and ass fuck.
Watch your profanity.
We are definitely...
Language.
We are definitely in between ass
fuck
and
nowhere.
shit and butts, of course. Why did I forget?
What?
Sure, let's go. Fucking downs his coffee. I can't wait to talk to someone that's probably not even gonna trust us based on what we were told. Great. Wonderful. Fantastic. Great.
Watch your profanity. I mean, what?
I gotta say a curse word.
So I'm assuming we're gonna go to where they were described to live based on Aldrin's explanation.
Mm-hmm.
And as they're walking, Malcolm takes out a cigarette, smokes it.
Okay. And you get to the door, you knock on it, and the door is cracked, and you see this horizontal rectangular yellow eye just kind of peek out the crack. What do you want?
It is a good day to you, madam. You are Miss Zestian, correct?
I am. What do you want?
We were told by, some townsfolk that you might know a thing or two about a thing or two. Would you mind if we ask a couple of questions and may we come in?
She lets out a breath, and you can see, like, the little diagonal flat nostrils just kind of flare a moment, as if she's, like, trying to take in your scent.
Smells like smoke and anxiety.
Smoke and anxiety.
Oh, same.
Got it. Well, except for the smoke part, mood. And after a moment, she opens the door, and you see this goat woman with a gray mane, just kind of like stringy, and kind of like speckles of gray in her dark fur, and split hoofed, and she's like bent over, and she is lacking a tail. Come in. And she hobbles over and sits down.
That was easier. Alright, come in, fellas. And, he'll put out the cigarette on the doorstep and then walk in.
You do see a younger one come out of a younger Raxiel with 4 horns. The top 2 twisted and pointing straight up. He's standing straight up, and he has a tail. And he stops. Mother, who's this? Outsiders, they have questions. No doubt about rule and how Kravik runs it. What do you want to know? Nosy outsiders.
Well, not too terribly far from the truth, madam. First, let me introduce myself. I am Malcolm Griswold. These are my cohorts here. If you wish to introduce yourselves, ladies, so we can gain a little bit of trust with the madam here.
Blackbrook at your service.
Hi, I'm Mara.
Nemaikosa?
Welcome to my home.
Now, not to take up too much of your time, as we do have a bit of business we need to attend to down south. We were curious about what you knew when it comes to mysterious outsiders to the town, aside from us, of course. Have you seen anything, by chance?
Hey, so you're a fellow gossip, are you?
Well, I do tend to gossip, but for this case, not completely.
Gossip is gossip. Yes, there's 2 humans that have been visiting the past few days and been hanging out with that Casey fellow behind the inn, smoking and all sorts of fun little things that you other races tend to get up to with no care for your body and service to your country.
I'm assuming that you or any one of your potential friends saw this firsthand?
I saw it through that window right there. She motions to a window. You look out it. Yeah, you could see the back side of the inn from that window.
I see. And, what type of activities, aside from smoking, of course, would you say that they got up to? And for how long?
Oh, they would go off into the mountains.
every single night that those two humans were here. All the way to the spine of the world.
Mara perks up at this.
The foothills of the spine of the world. There are lots of crevices and cold places there to hide. No doubt causing some trouble like the young ones tend to do. Universal act.
And were they dressed in a certain attire, by chance?
Black with hoods.
Black robes?
I do believe so, yes. My eyes are not as good as they used to be. I am about 105, you see.
Well, you look quite shy of 80, and he smiles.
If that were true, I'd still have my tail.
Blinks.
And Madrix just kind of rolls his eyes. Grandmother. They don't know about our culture. Looks to you. In our culture, when you reach the age of 100, you have your tail docked to signify that you are an elder and no longer of working age.
Oh.
Huh. I see. Very well. And aside from wearing these black robes and getting up to no good, as you said, ma'am, is there anything else in particular that you noticed about these three individuals?
Oh. I noticed that Casey over the past 3 months has snuck in into the stockhouse, turned himself into a little rat, went in through the crevices and grates that keep airflow, would come back out with a little satchel in his teeth. And then, well, turned back into himself and went right back to the inn around sunset, when the winds are strongest.
The storehouse, you say?
Yes. And Mayor I have every intention of telling the mayor as soon as I find out what he is stealing. Stealing from the storehouse in this town is grounds for banishment, and you're shipped off to Snowshorn for jail.
Well, it is definitely a very high crime, yes.
In these small, tight-knit communities, yes. In a big city like Snowshorn, probably less so.
Right. Makes sense. It's a similar ruling, more so with goods in Rivermere, so I understand. That's interesting. I think it's a... He looks over to Zahn. Do you think that's a potential lead we should look into before we leave?
Perhaps.
Medrix, get these lovely individuals who enjoy in the gossip a nice cup of Kovdrak.
Oh, Grandmother, I don't know if they're going to be able to handle that.
Cough
Oh,
drop?
do it. It's Kovdrak, child. It is a traditional Raxiel drink. It wakes you up in the morning more so than this coffee.
Does it keep you
We
awake?
drink. Oh, you need to be awake to be in the service of Kravik.
And she just kind of like makes a motion of spitting to the ground when saying his name. But doesn't actually spit. She just goes like that,
Yeah.
spitting on his name.
this Kravik, we were told that from one of the residents that you used to be in that isle where Kravik's ruled. Kravik's is a dragon, correct?
Red Dragon. We all served him. Every Raxiel in rule. We all served his will.
Okay, you know that, like, stupid-ass Shrek face that I share every time they make
Oh,
a face?
no.
Siren?
Yeah.
Yes.
Malcolm makes that face at Zahn when she is done explaining. And then he looks back immediately. Could you tell me more about, I don't mean to insult you or your culture, but we are curious, or rather I am more so. Could you tell me more about what Raxiel wanted of you?
We are the Raxiel.
Not Raxiel, sorry. Whatever his fuck his name is.
Kravik.
Kravik. Whatever Kravik wanted of you.
Whatever he wanted, whether it be mining, getting him food, being his food, whatever he wanted, we had to fulfill, or else we got sent out to sea on a raft to die. There's a reason we left. His mother was killed that way. All because she did not want to become his meal. And she did it anyway.
That is terribly unfortunate.
Oh, yes. Sometimes it takes a tragedy for us to wake up. Our people are very stuck in our ways. But living here in Siran has been quite eye-opening.
Aside from that in particular, would you say that there was a certain mannerism with Kravik's, certain, like, a thing with Red Dragons in particular that you noticed, or with Kravik's at all? Anything that he did that was unique?
Always saw any mortal as a plaything of his. He thinks he has the right over all other life, sometimes even over the gods. He's extremely prideful, unlike Eric Blackscale. And the way he looked at you was as if he saw through you, that you were nothing. And you will know the look when he looks at you. But he will never sully himself to disguise himself as a mortal. His children do, however.
Interesting. How many children?
It's a bad dragon.
I hate you.
I'm so sorry. I'm
I've
actually sorry.
this?
It's just
created a monster.
Hey, no, I made the joke too. This is.
How about this?
You don't
Anytime
get
you
credit
say
for my
mention
mistakes.
bad dragon,
I said it first.
Hey,
I started laughing first.
anytime you guys mention bad dragon, I'm giving myself a fear point.
Oh God, no!
You're almost
No, I
already
won't be able to
full on
control
fear. What do you
myself.
mean? Our rolls do
Do
that
you
enough
want me
for
to
you.
spend? Do you want me to spend some so I have more room?
Do it. Wait, no.
And Jay isn't even here to give you them all.
No, that's my job, obviously.
Oh,
He
he has 4 children.
4.
Two of which were gone on rule to get us to serve his purposes. The other 2 have gone out into the greater world somewhere. Why? You don't want to go near that family. They're evil.
Yes, based on what you told me, it sounds very, terrifying. It's just... consider it a morbid curiosity for someone who's never really encountered a dragon before.
That's a fair point. If you ever want to encounter a dragon that's agreeable, go see Eric Blackscale. He's a sweetheart. I pinched his cheeks once.
And Sorry, go on.
She did the grandma thing.
Hell yeah!
I suppose my final question to you, madam, is, how did you escape the Isle, if you're here now?
Oh. The god of protection, of course. Disguised himself as a Raxiel and snuck about 12 of us out of there who wanted to leave.
She motions to a sigil of the god of protection on the wall.
Because of him, we are now faithful to him.
It's a sigil of
Igden.
Igden, a mace over a shield with an open hand and spread fingers behind it.
Very well. Well, do you three have any questions? I think I've wreathed the towel dry on this one for myself.
No more questions.
At this time, Madrix passes out small, little earthenware cups with what looks like a black liquid inside of it.
To the service of the land and country.
She takes her cup and downs it all in one go.
To the service of the land and country. Knocks it back.
It is bitter and very strong. And it has kind of like a earthy, tinny aftertaste to it. But oh boy, do you feel awake!
So basically, it's I think it's Colombian coffee.
It's super coffee. It's more than Colombian coffee.
So it's like if you mixed fucking alcohol and coffee, but only with coffee effects.
Yeah.
Amazing.
My God.
It's Four Loko, essentially.
Jesus Christ.
I'm a styling, I can take it.
Four Loko without the drunk effect.
What would be the equivalent of a con save?
Let's see. Look at the descriptions of these. They don't really have one in here. That's why I've been using strength and just tacking on. This is for like constitution as well.
I'll just do what narratively makes sense. When he knocks it back, his pupils dilate, but he immediately by the gods, that
you
is
hear the
vile.
grandson laughing from the background. Told you, Grandma.
I'm gonna down it. I got this.
Oh God, it is so strong.
Woo!
Never also downs it.
I'll say Ilian takes a sip of it just to be polite. Because, like, this is a cultural thing. You don't shit on cultural things.
Mario takes it quite well, relatively.
You guys are all very well wide awake, and you'll be able to shave 2 hours off of your trip to Timberview.
Damn.
Wow, that tastes terrible. Do you have any more?
That's some good fucking coffee.
Why don't you give this lovely human gentleman a bag of the root?
This is damn good coffee.
Oh, it's not coffee. It's a root that wakes you right up from rule.
I gotta find the give now. There it is.
Oh god, I gotta see this. Damn fine cup of coffee. Yes! Fry!
Look, I gotta make the Twin Peaks references. My dad lives in
Yes!
North Bend.
Yes! Oh, I used to live in North Bend.
Yo! They actually renovated Tweeds recently. I'm not sure what they did, but
Really?
yeah.
Oh, that's awesome. I loved that cafe.
I know, it's great.
Well,
Where's a gif of Fry after he drinks too much coffee and sees through time? Oh, here we go.
Ascendancy.
It's Malcolm when he achieves Kim.
And Madrix hands over a bag of the root.
Now, what you want to do is boil the water very hot, mix a little bit of the water into the root, mash it together, then mix it into the water. And froth it real well on the top.
He writes this down very quickly.
Oh my god, the meme image!
The whole party turned into Fry after Ascendancy, and now is going to be able to book it to Timberview.
Well,
Wee!
I will, for this one thing I'm good at making on the road, it's coffee, because I need to stay awake for long hours. So, thank you for this, gift. I very much appreciate it.
Do come back and visit, child.
You have been very kind, so I think I might do that and, trade stories with you, and potentially gossip. He smiles.
Oh, I do love a good amount of gossip. You bring me something from where you're from.
Most certainly.
His grandson in the background is just rolling his eyes while holding a pot and then drinking the stuff straight out of the pot.
It's like talking to grandma. It's so sweet.
It's
If
like
I'm ever
grandma.
back in town, remind me
Yeah.
to tell you the story of Jimmy Doodad.
Jimmy,
Sorry,
Jimmy the Jipper.
Jimmy the Jipper. Yeah, he's this guy from back
Jimmy
home.
Joe.
He's woo. I got stories about him. He's like the Malcolm of my town.
What?
I say that with love.
He squints at you.
Huh.
Mm-hmm.
What did you say it was called that was given something root?
I forgot the original name, so we're just gonna make up a new name.
Super coffee.
Dranic root.
Coffee squared.
Coffee squared. It's for Loco, okay? We've settled on this. It's for Loco.
Carlos, coffee.
It's an energy drink, but with alcohol in it.
Yeah, it's kind of counterproductive, given alcohol is a depressant.
Mm-hmm. It is counterproductive, and there's a reason why it was banned, is because it made people unaware that they were consuming alcohol because coffee is an upper. And it counteracts the downer effects of alcohol. And therefore, you're unable to, like, mentally detect that you're getting drunk. And it has actually killed people
Booze.
from alcohol poisoning. That's why Four Loko is now banned. Anyways,
So anyway,
you guys all gather together, and you set on out with the old lady just waving at you with a big old toothy goat smile as you leave.
before they leave, Malcolm, while they are walking, writes a very quick note, and goes back to the inn, to basically leave it on the counter and just gives a very quiet goodbye to anyone, Aldrin or fucking goddamn
Daryl.
Daryl, if they are present. If not, he will just leave the note on the desk.
Currently, they are not.
Yeah, he will specifically leave it like in a place that Aldrin usually frequents when he's like by the desk.
Okay.
So
The
basically,
little cubby that's underneath the desk counter.
yeah, it will say Aldrin or Daryl, whoever finds this first, please, for the love of every god, check the storerooms. Casey may have tampered with the food. MG.
Okay.
And then I'll leave.
And you leave that note, and you all set out.
Hey,
Now the
Shade.
question is,
Hmm?
are you going to Rivermere, or are you heading straight to Timberview? Or you could go to Snowshorn and report into the king first.
Do we not have to pass through Rivermere to get to Timberview?
No, not necessarily. You could go to Snowshorn and down.
I'll just send it to you.
Okay.
Sure.
I
feel like Rivermere would be more direct.
Yeah, Rivermere feels like it would make more sense narratively to see if there's anything there, considering that there was also a narrative point in Rivermere as well, which was a certain priest being in Rivermere.
Mm-hmm.
So...
priest of Sindron at the local chapel. Okay. And you are kind of like fast-paced walking, like a pep in your step sort of thing, because of this root that you drank. And you get there about late afternoon. Let's see. There we go. That's the playlist I want. You get in, you see that this town is bustling. This is probably the second largest town on the northern end of Zofa's Reach. There are a multitude of buildings. There is a general temple in the town's just on the edge of town, and a little path that leads down to a temple purely to Sindron. And the town center, there is a inn there. Let me pull up the note on what the inn is called. What do you mean invalid token? Oh. I have to verify I'm human. Am I human, guys?
I don't know.
I'm not so
Debatable.
Oh no, guys. This is not good. I'm not human.
No, I'm not human.
No, I'm not human.
Beep boop. Yeah, you have the Chapel of Sindron on the edge of town near the... probably about 200 feet off of the main chapel, which is to the other gods. Then you have, just down the road toward the center of town, the Soggy Fish Tavern.
Awesome name.
I love that name. I was so proud of myself when I came up with it. And
I'd go
you
to
do
that
see
tavern.
a multitude of people walking, some with like crates, some with nets full of fish. And you do see, like, the occasional child running up and down the street playing. This is a very nice place, and it is home for you, Malcolm.
Indeed it is.
We should burn it
You
down.
do.
What the fuck, bro? I literally
God
just got
damn.
here.
Your little home is not too far off the Soggy Fish Tavern, because you like to go there on occasion. It's just a tiny little house, like a one-room house with like a little cubby for your bed, and something nice and cheap. Because, you know, this place is starting to bustle, and you do see some construction in the distance. So there are more houses being added on. This is a growing town.
Well, I would say I would accommodate 4 other people, but my little my abode is only meant for 1 man. That man is me. So if you wanna go to the tavern to check around, by all means.
By the way, Malcolm, one of those little kids, you're aware of who the mayor is in this town.
Yes.
His name is Heron Willens. And he has a daughter. Let me pull up her name. Give me a sec. Open file. Why is it every time you want something to open, it takes the longest?
Because the file
like
says you should have had it opened already, idiot.
Yeah. Yeah. Idiot. Yeah. Anyways, he has a daughter named Mattia. And a granddaughter named Arya. In fact, you do see Arya, this little light brown strawberry brunette hair girl, about 5 years old, just absolutely booking it down the street after another little girl. They're playing tag.
Ooh, fun.
Mm-hmm.
See, the mayor's kids are out today. Good to know. Nothing's changed yet.
You turn your head and you do see the mayor's house, and there's Heron. Man of about 65 years old. Just kind of sitting back on his chair and just watching the town. And I
Does he
do
give off the
have-
vibes of like a backcountry mayor?
I got a picture of him. I'll let you be the judge of that. It may be in token form because
I like
that's
my
how I
mayor's
found it on Pinterest, so...
That's fine.
Like, I like my mares.
I like mayors. 'Cause, you
Nay.
I'm not gonna lie,
Nay.
I may need to call it like I may need to hop off a little before end of session because I am so fucking
Yeah, we're gonna end here pretty quick.
shoot. Okay, excellent.
Yeah. Where is his token? No. Wait. I think I know where it is. Ah, there it is. Yeah, found it just like that off of Pinterest, and I'm like, you know, actually, job's done for me, and I like it.
Tuh.
Fair enough.
It's like, okay, don't have to tokenize something. Awesome.
He definitely looks like the mayor of all time.
He's a good salt of the earth man as a mayor.
I say, dear boy.
I'd hang out with him.
I think that, like, upon spotting the mayor, he's like, well, mayor's still alive, so that's good. I would say probably gonna stay here for maybe a day at most, considering we need to book it to Timberview, considering what's going on. But if you do see any individuals, including our good old friend Casey, rolls his eyes. Please don't be afraid to shout. I gotta go check to see if my house is doing all right. Haven't been in a bit. And he will actually split from the party and go to check on his house.
Oh my god,
And
he's
as-
splitting the fucking party.
He looks like
Oh,
a sexy
no.
version of the Santa from the Coca-Cola commercials.
Oh God.
He's played by Jeff Bridges.
No. And with that comment, and as Malcolm splits off from the party, this is where we'll end today's session. Welcome to Rivermere. I will say I loved making this town and like developing the lore of it. It is my favorite town. And I may be a little biased.
No, it's fine. Well, thank you guys for watching. Once again, if you like this stuff, please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and be here for more, as we are doing this for a little bit every Thursday. So,
Yeah.
to see you then, and have a good night.